Good evening. This is Les Hill from Less is More Coaching. Thank you for coming to my live YouTube and live Facebook. We are on day 3 of integrity, and I wanted to share a little bit with you about what I heard tonight. I heard of an EMS gentleman who's 44 years old who committed suicide, and he's been working in EMS and saving people's lives and contributing for the past 7 years. And one of the things that I wanted to make sure to put out there is, one, we are very, very social beings. I know there's lots of people that say, oh, I like to be alone. I like to be alone. I want to be alone. That may be the case occasionally. We were born social animals. We were born to be with people, to be nurtured in community. If you notice what's happening since COVID-19, neighborhoods, people are connecting. They're getting together in their backyards, talking to each other. They're sitting in driveways, practicing physical distancing, and still hanging out, walking their dogs. All of these social activities create an opportunity for us to have integrity as a human being, and also to be able to create an opportunity to empty our brains is the best way that I can put it, but to share what we have and hear and listen and move back and forth with communication. What do I want to say about suicide thoughts? Well, if you're a human being, you've probably at some time, at some age, had them. It's not a bad thing. It's not something to be ashamed of. It just is. We go through these trials, and we're not perfect, and we suffer, and we get frustrated, and we get angry, and people say stuff, and with all of the bullying that goes on, it is just a nightmare. And now with social media, the bullying has taken up new heights and new levels thanks to this, thanks to the cell phone. It's unbelievable. People doing things with pictures, taking pictures and manipulating them in software and making it look like you're doing things that you would never do and shouldn't be doing and shouldn't be caught on film. And then we feel shame, and we feel like we don't belong or shouldn't belong. And then we have thoughts like, I shouldn't really be here. I'm a burden. I'm a burden to my parents. I'm a burden to my friends. My parents are ashamed of me. My work is ashamed of me. I may have just got fired, or I just got laid off. Here's what I want you to know, and I want you to hear this just from me. You are whole, complete, and perfect, just the way you are, and just the way you are not. And the miracle of it is that there was 3 million to 1 chance that you would come into existence, and you came into existence. So really, that's the first place to start. You are a miracle, and you may have made some mistakes along the way. That's all training and development. This is an opportunity. The integrity of your life is that you live life, and you live it to the best of your ability. Now, when something happens, I invite you to get in communication. Later on, I will put in the chat, in the comments, I will put some of the phone numbers that are very, very pertinent at this time for the suicide prevention lines, and some of those, I will throw them into the comments. Here's my challenge to you. Reach out to friends. One of the things today in Proverbs 27 in my Bible study this morning, it talks about friends. And it talks about that sometimes friends are even more important and even more worthy to us than relatives, especially if relatives live a long way away. I invite you to step back and look and see. There are people that know you, like you, and love you that you are not aware of. And neighbors, there's that app, and it's called Nextdoor, that has joined people together in a community base online. And it goes house by house by house. And I invite you to take a look at it, nextdoor.com. Get to know your neighbors. Shout out. I am absolutely amazed at the stuff that people do for their neighbors, that they help out with. And those are the type of things that when you're feeling down, when you're in that place, pick up the phone. Go knock on a neighbor's door. Just remember to step back so that you're practicing physical distancing. Reach out. Don't do this alone. This is an opportunity. And if you're looking and watching, people are getting connected again. We are restoring the integrity of what it is to be human being and be connected. I am excited. If there's something good that comes out of this virus and this pandemic, it is that everyone is starting to pay attention to small details. They're being more cautious. They're being careful. They're cleaning their hands. My guess is they're probably brushing their teeth better. They're probably much more hygiene in their bathrooms. It is an amazing time to be aware of that stuff, an opportunity to train and develop, restoring cleanliness, integrity. And I started off by talking about suicide. And if anybody that's watching this can call me, reach out to me. There's my phone number on the bottom of the screen. There's my website. Please send me an email. If you need somebody to talk to, reach out. If I'm awake, I'll answer my phone. If I'm not, I'll put some phone numbers in there that are available 24 hours a day for crisis center management. And don't be ashamed. Know that everyone has had thoughts at one time or another in their life. And some people may say, well, I've never, ever thought about it. Well, there are a lot of psychologists and psychiatrists out there would beg to differ, that there are different ways of looking at it. And most people, I think the percentage is up in the high 90s, have had the thought at some time in their life. And it's okay. We're here. We're here as a community. We're all human beings. We're all here to support each other. That's the great thing about the game. Take care. God bless you. Have an amazing weekend. Look forward to continuing with integrity tomorrow night for round 4.